Hello everybody, Russian Batman back with another video. If this video is coming out, it's most likely because I didn't have another better video planned. This might be a backup video, I don't know, I'm just recording it because sometimes I just need videos. And the reason I say that is because this video doesn't have any new minifigures. I like to show off new things when making a new video. This one doesn't. This is kind of just a compilation. As you know from the title, this is showing off all the evolution of Groot. I've already shown off all these figures in other showcases, but they've kind of been scattered, so I kind of wanted one video to show them all off together. And like it's most, and like I said, if you've seen a lot of my custom showcases, you might not need to see this video. It's mostly for like new people that haven't seen my Groot customs, so I can show them all in kind of one video. So, I don't have to reference people to see a whole bunch to, see all the Groot customs. So, yeah, that's kind of the reason I'm making this. And, yeah. So let's just go. And, well, I did make a display stand for them. It's actually, I'll put them on the display stand as I show them off. But this is it. It's really simple. I just wanted a way to show them all off. And I'll kind of put them on the display stand as I show them off. So, yeah, let's start in order of the films. So, first film we have here is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Now, LEGO obviously did make a Guardians Volume 1 Groot. However, it was a brick built kind of big thing. I did like it. However, it didn't really fit the scale, I think. I think it was far too big compared to the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy, where I think this looks a lot better. So if I show it like next to my Star-Lord, which I like this Star-Lord a lot. But I show it next to the Star-Lord, I think it works out really well. And then, do I have a Rocket? I think I have a Rocket minifigure lying around here somewhere I can compare it to. Yeah. Well, the only thing is like it doesn't look super great next to Rocket Raccoon because then Rocket Raccoon doesn't really fit on my shoulder well. But I think that's also because they kind of made Rocket Raccoon a little bit too big than he should be. Because I think yeah. But I'm really happy. So just to show off kind of the things about him, he uses, like I said, the woody arms and legs, which are now used for kind of avatar characters. Also, the head is the Teenage Groot head, but it's modified. So I extended the, and I'll compare it to Teenage Groot when we get to him, but I extended these little things out so they're a little bit flatter on the top, and then the head, it's just made to be a little bit longer, it's a little bit taller. Also, I really like how the eyes look, and with the kind of indents around his eyes to kind of make it look like how the first Groot did. And yeah, then some like cheek detailing and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really happy. I think it's a pretty simple figure, all things considered. But I really like how all the wood detailing, and that's the thing with a lot of these Groots, is you have to paint a lot of the wood detailing, which might seem tedious, but it's actually kind of fun because you can just kind of make up a lot of it. So, and still make it look good. So yeah. And then after Groot dies, we have here is Baby Groot, and I'm gonna have to like lift him up like to the camera. There he is. He's really small. He just uses the same Baby Groot piece. However, it's painted to be more accurate. Back then, they used reddish brown. Now they use the same color I'm using here for Groot, which is kind of the light, or like kind of the new, I don't know what to call it. It's not nougat, but still, this kind of tan color. I used it to make this Groot, and yeah, I just used the same Baby Groot piece. I think this actually might have been a bootleg Baby Groot. I don't know. Looks exactly the same. But I just painted over. And like I said, I don't know how the eyes turned out. I think it could have been better, but it's kind of really hard to paint at this scale. Didn't do a lot of detailing, just kind of the same detailing Lego kind of did. I kind of copied Lego's Baby Groot, just like I said, changed the color. So nothing super special about this guy, but I still think he looks good because he kind of fits, to kind of complete the collection. So you can see them on the display. So yeah, and that's from obviously Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now moving on to Groot from Endgame and Infinity War. We have here is Teenage Groot. This is another one I'm pretty happy with. Now, this is one, like I said, this is when Lego, they first made it in reddish brown, but then changed it. I think I still have one of the reddish brown head pieces. Actually, this is for a custom Groot I made a while ago. It's a brick-built Groot. But you see, this is the old kind of color they used, and then they switched over to this new one. I think they first did that in the Guardians, the Benedor set. And that's when they officially kind of changed the Groot standardized color they use for Groot to this. And yeah, I use the same head Lego did. I do think the head is a little bit too long. I wish it was a little bit shorter. But other than that, I like it. And then I use the mid legs, right? And the reason I use the mid legs is, well, because one, Groot is significantly shorter than a lot of the, I think it is shorter than a lot of the other characters. Also, I wanted to differentiate it from adult Groot. So, like, if you look at Lego's Teenage Groot versus the new adult Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, there's not a lot different. They're the same height. The only difference is they add a little shoulder pad. So I think if you, like, put them side by side, there's not a significant change. Where, like, in the movies, you look at Teenage Groot and you look at the new adult Groot, it is significantly different, so I wanted to differentiate it. Also, I didn't have an extra Groot torso, so I ended up just painting this detailing on. So you can see that's like the official Groot torso. This is the one I made. It looks sort of similar. It's not perfect, but it fits. And then all the wood detailing was kind of fun to make on the legs. And the legs, you can still move them without it scratching off. And, like, there's a lot of other detail. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. And yeah, like I said, it's a simpler custom. But yeah, and last but certainly not least is we have Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And this might be the one I've done the most to. Well, not the legs. I didn't do much. I didn't do really anything to the legs. But the head is a custom head, right? Because I think because they changed the face shape quite a bit for this newest version of Groot. He doesn't have as pronounced kind of like weird spikes on his head like Teenage Groot and the old adult Groot has. It's kind of a lot more round, flatted out. So I just took a normal head and I sculpted over it to give it this look. Also, he has a little bit of a protruding chin, right? So it's gonna give him that Giga Chad look. Also, I really like how the face print turned out. I think it really kind of captures the new look, and it definitely separates it from the old adult Groot. So you can definitely tell it's a different Groot, because if you don't know, Groot when Groot dies in the first movie, he actually does die, and the baby Groot is actually his son. It's not the original Groot, although they're both called Groot. It's a little bit confusing, but yeah. And then also, to kind of give him more bulk, I added this shoulder pad. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I like how that looks. Like, there isn't a perfect piece. Maybe I could have molded a new thing on. There's not a lot of really good options to make natural characters look bulkier. Like, if you want a character with armor to look bulky, there's tons of bulky armors. But to kind of make a character look bulky without making it a big fig is a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, I think this works well enough. It could have been a little bit better, but yeah, I really like how all of these figures look. And let's just take a look at them all next to each other on this little display stand. So yeah, we have all of the Groots here, the evolution of Groot. The only Groot I do need to make is King Groot. And I imagine I'd probably do that as a big fig, or maybe I'll take Mission X's custom Groot model or something like that. And maybe I could add another Groot here. But yeah, that is all of the Groots that we've seen in the all the major Guardians film and also Avengers, because Teenage Groot wasn't really prominently in any of the Guardians films. He was really just in the other films, right? And yeah, if y'all liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Go watch the 2001 film Rango. Also, we have a Discord server. Go check it out. It's pretty epic. Link in description. And enjoy the rest of your day. All right, ciao, bye-bye. Oh, yeah.